Alright, howdy everybody. Sorry everything took a while. I took a look at my internal storage and it's just like, oh fuck, I gotta clear off the D drive again. So, I did some quick moving, and I should have space for everything. I would have anyway, probably, but I don't like chancing it. Also, seems like we're not getting away from Super Bomberman 5 music, are we? Even when he's not here, I still hear his voice. So as you might have guessed, with me selecting this game, I got chores to do. Sorry. So it seems like ever since the last time I played this, they patched it so that this thing doesn't run like molasses when you exit the hotel anymore. How do you feel? Hello, Gabriel. I'm at least better than last night. I don't have the weird tickle in my throat. Could still be going a little better, but you know. Oh, wait, keep that. What's that? Okay, today I have it written down. Alright, pancakes. Just to very quickly divide it. Is it under sweet? I don't remember anymore. I still sound a little bit fucked up, but not nearly as much as yesterday, I think. Oh boy, I gotta make more flour. Shit. Hey, I'm gonna have to see if I can get belongings luck. Oh boy. Get ready for load and reload. Reload! And yeah, I haven't changed my clothes since last time. Yes. I need to build up my money again. I've been slacking on that front. What just skittered? Oh. What the fuck was that? Please not right now. I don't want to scream. I gotta clear up that area. Not the pumpkins. Right. I thought I could cheat the, because I found the present right after the timer ran out on the treasure hunt, and I thought that maybe I could hold on to it for a day and still be able to open it, and it's like, no, it won't let you open it. Heaven fucking forbid. This way. I haven't been at this in a while. Need to like build up all of my stocks of everything again, honestly. I like fell out of playing this, and now I felt like playing it again. And you're all getting subjected to it. I need more wheat. Yeah. Jesus. Let's watch these guys for a bit. And you're more chicken than that chicken. I wasn't expecting her. I should change my clothes though. I still haven't found the matching shoes. Or rather, I haven't found the red shoes yet. Whichever color it is I'm missing, I think they're red. That's not it. I know I have some more stuff planted somewhere. Why are you just chilling on that dude's lawn? This is 2 different chickens. I only just now realized. Like, hey, wait a second. Hey, Cherry. Really gotta get out more. Ask your mom. Evening, Rafe. I let everything slip, so I gotta do cleanup again. Oh, I should dig up the pool's closed sign and put it here. Maybe another time. I'm at least not as prone to coughing as I was last night, so that's pretty good. Had to clear off the computer again, and I also had to take some time to very carefully make bread, because if you don't, the butter's got to be melted but not hot. So if you know how baking is, if everything is not quite right, it's just gonna be a mess. Alright, let's make some more flour. The butter part can get weird. Wish there was a place near my apartment that sold flour so I could bake my own bread. I think you can order directly from companies like King Arthur Flour yourself and just get like, if you bake enough to justify this, you can get like the actual sacks of flour from them. That's something I was gonna pursue right up until I got, you know, the allergy. Now I gotta get the pricey stuff. I bought a bunch of castle walls, so I gotta make Eh. So I gotta make some cash and make up for it. I'm pretty sure this will give me more money than the scarecrows. Do the scarecrows require wood or twigs? Let me check that. Okay, it's tree branches. Yeah, those are basically no good for what I'm doing. I mean, they're decent. It's better than campfires, but still. God, I'm so happy they added bulk crafting. Holy shit. Sahara, did you just yawn right next to me? That felt really bad in my ear. Hopefully this comes out good. I think the apple cider vinegar I had was kind of old, but hopefully the bread comes out okay. I just hope it doesn't collapse because of the butter not being quite right. As I put it in the microwave in intervals at 50% power. But you can never be too sure. Yes, I figured out the power level button. Nothing can stop me now! Yes, I hope I put it on for the right time. Oh, time to make more sugar. Because the instructions, I put it in the bread maker. The instructions say to put it on the gluten-free setting, and mine is an older model, so it doesn't have that setting. So I had to figure out based on the time it says it takes for it to be made in the maker, and it's like, okay, I think I have to put it on setting 1 and put it on rapid. Because that matches the time the closest. It came out right the last time I did that. Because if you put it on normal white bread settings, it's gonna be a clusterfuck. Mostly because I think it's because gluten-free flour, even if you put yeast in it, it just does not rise that well. So if you put it on rapid, I think it skips the rising portion. I think that's what it does. No applause, Sahara? Alright, fine. Can I just do that the normal way? I pressed B by accident. There we go. Now she's happy. I gotta make pancakes again. Those are a commitment, though. I found good mixes that I can have, but it's still just like, you gotta be patient, and I am not patient. Here we go, now we got some money. Because I was buying castle walls to put outside of my house. And those babies are pricey. They're like 150,000 per, something like that. I gotta make it up somehow. I don't have enough patience and time to do the stock market anymore. Well, thank you, Sahara. Please clap. Wish I didn't have to walk in every time, but if I just leave it in the drop-off box, I don't get as much money. And it also doesn't arrive until the next day. It's good to keep your pockets from filling up if you play late at night. While the store is open, you might as well just go in and get it. Alright, let me go change my clothes. I'm still wearing the same shit I was wearing in February. I still got so many blue roses. Someone out there is probably screaming at me. You always have 14 pancakes you carry around with you. Doesn't everybody? Okay, good. No bugs in the house. Boy, I need to redecorate this place, though. I fucking forgot. Let's wear that one. I almost like the hat with this, but the outfit looked like the femme shadow art. What do I have? I mean, it suits me. Christ. That's right, I have a bunch of flowers in here. That's right, where are my little horns? There they are. Weren't there a pair of torn cutoffs? Yeah, there they are. Now we're talking. Oh, I forgot to put my glasses on. Oh, she doesn't say nice ass baby anymore. No, Blue Bear. Where are my glasses? Here we go. Now it's me. What's the glow coming out of the toilet? It's, which one is it? Fuzzy Bubs. Apparently I did not actually select that. I think if I could press the right button once in a while. I think I used to have this coming out of it. I remember I once had a friend over who was just like, oh right, I forgot I had that. I forgot I put that effect on the toilet, whoops. And she's like, the toilet is not the problem in this room. That's not how you deactivate that. There we go. I love how the room looks perfectly normal right up until that point. Not that one. There's the phone. What do I have? You have a bird. Yeah, you wanna know what the craziest thing is? That thing is, the birdcage is a crafting recipe. You literally just spawn a creature. You know, it's even worse. It's sellable. What do I have in my... Do I have a different... Okay, not on that wall, no. Which one's the... Same thing with the doghouse. Oh yeah, when you tap the doghouse, you hear angry barking and then 2 red eyes. What do I want? Wonder if they'll change that. Those small round cages got a lot of flack now because they're bad for birds. Not bad. Maybe says you can hear the chain shaking and then you hear the growl with 2 beaming eyes. Yeah, I remember when we had a bird, we had a bigger cage for it. It wasn't the biggest cage, but we also only had one. Which, in hindsight, was probably not good, but what can you do? What was I going to do? I want to see what my room looks like. Should I redecorate my room? Yeah, it's still fine. Neapolitan is what's playing downstairs. Yeah, I'll leave it. Those things should giggle or something when you interact with them. Everybody finds the dolls creepy, but I like them. I like all of my stuffed animals. If I had the time and energy, I'd decorate my room just like this. I should make one of those paper chains to hang from the ceiling. Why not? It's my room. Say there's a reason, but it's just after visiting a famous dream. What was I doing? Right. I think I've hit the limit on how many. Well, just about, at least. Here we go. There's that graphical pop in again. Hey, Penelope. I love that I managed to get, like, the one mouse that doesn't have some sort of Italian name. For some reason, a lot of them do. There's Anicotti, Rizzo, Bella. What are you guys trying to say? Actually, let me check these. Oh god, that's so bright. Oh boy, there's an ad break. I have not recolored any of these. Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes for the ad break. I should probably just do it during the break, but it's like, whatever. Alrighty. What about the actual thing, sweetheart? There we go. Alright. Actually, let's do this. It really bothers me that she does not have a nose. Alright, what we're looking for is belongings, look. If we don't get it, you might see what my Switch home screen looks like. Holy shit, first try. Yes! It's beautiful. Beautiful! Yep, I'm better if I can do that voice, no problem. Thank you, Katrina. Alright, let's get our catalog filled out. Because I'm alright with time traveling and not so fond of save scumming in this game. They made it too much of a pain in the ass to time travel in this game because you gotta actually dip into system settings for that. That, and apparently they mark your save file if you time travel, and Lord knows what they're gonna do with that. They haven't done anything with it so far, but it's still just kind of like, I don't trust you, Nintendo. Considering that they will basically make your console unusable if you use, like, any sort of homebrew software on it, on the Switch too. Like, I'm not talking you get banned from Nintendo Online, I'm talking like the entire system becomes unusable. There's a video on it somewhere, I'll remember to link that. I don't mind the crafting system in this game, but I shouldn't have to go through belongings luck just to make my tools not break when I use them like they used to do. But I digress. I really wish the marble stuff was better looking, although I do kind of like that one. This nasty little gunsil was not even good enough to lick the bottoms of my spats. But I digress. Wish I didn't have to go through the literal song and dance every time for this one. I mean, it's shorter than Katrina's. Can you imagine sitting through that multiple times? Remember how on Halloween I said I was at it for hours trying to get belongings luck before I just quit? Most of the time you're better off trying to change the time from internal clock than in-game, because in-games there might be some consequences. I know that the original Tomodachi Life, well, original though, I guess the second one, but that's the only one we got here in the West. And presumably the new one make it so that you can't collect money in the morning if you time travel, and also makes the store restock not work. Whoops. That's the reason I don't do it, because we're talking about just getting the belongings luck. That means having to close the game, reopen the game. It takes a while to go all the way to the airport, go to Harb's Island, go all the way there. Then you gotta wait for Katrina to do her stupid shit. Because there's no way of skipping that. I mean, yes, it's cute the first time, but it's just like... Does anybody have that image of the guy holding up the sign that says, "Please move it along"? I'm trying to remember where that's even from. It's a pretty funny image at any rate. Didn't realize how much this shit was costing. I don't even remember where that's from. It's just one of those reaction images that you see out there, out in the wild. I really hope that in the next game or in an update these two have a kid. Maybe even two. A set of twins. One boy, one girl, they're both purple. I think the stores are about to close at home. Yeah, they close at 11, that's right. I got the night owl ordinance. One step too far. At least now I can go back and safely water everything without having to redecorate the watering can every 20 steps. And that's another thing. I went on about this last time. if I remember correctly, but why does even the stuff you buy from the store break? Like the outdoorsy nets, the fishing pole, the elephant watering can, how come that stuff breaks? I can understand the stuff I craft. It's annoying, but I understand. But the elephant fishing can? Elephant watering can? That thing is made of plastic. For that matter, why does the steel stuff break? The shovel is one thing, that could be wear and tear. But why does the watering can break? Nintendo! Everybody's a critic. Not me, I'm a hater. A very sick hater, but a hater nonetheless. If I'm still like this next week, then just take that mallet and saw that Cyrus has back there and just take me out quick. I know Bobby will put me down clean. Okay. I think I already have all colors of this, but I want that. Should have had some food before I started stream. Now I'm starting to get hungry. That bowl of rice lasted a long time, though. Same, I'm hungry. I made rice last night, using vegetable broth instead of water. And I put some scrambled eggs and some soy sauce on top of it earlier today. That's actually pretty filling. You gotta make do when you're on Lent. I suppose eggs are technically cheating the no meat thing, although it's not the fleshy part. We're not talking about... What the heck is that shit called? Balut, that's right. It's like, you know, I know that we got our like different tastes and differences and cultural stuff, but what the fuck, man? What the hell is balut? You can't do this. That's just unethical. I'm sorry. I can understand the places where they eat horses. You're out there in the middle of the plains. There's plenty of grass around, but not good enough soil to grow things. You gotta do what you gotta do. Balut, that's just decadent. It's you're not doing this out of necessity. You're doing it because you want to. Don't do it. Same thing with like shark fin soup. It's like that's just unnecessary. At least eat the whole doggone shark. Don't just hack off his fin and then set him loose. If this was eating the whole shark, nobody would even be looking at you. It's like, whatever, who cares? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that wouldn't be a good thing to do, even if you're eating the whole shark, but at least it wouldn't be, you know, so pointless. Why the hell am I talking about this? This is what monotony does to me, I suppose. I think I already have this one in the house. If you're hungry, I can't stop thinking about food. I guess rice recipe learned. See, my stream is educational. The government grant money's coming any day now. Shoot, man, I wish. Might as well while I'm still here. I probably genuinely would be more educational than anything that they're currently playing on TLC. Does TLC even still stand for the Learning Channel, or did they just completely give that up? Like, fuck it, even we can't pretend no more. I don't know what happened to my throat just now. Sorry. Off to work. Sorry, I just had a small coughing fit. Ooh, my head. Nico. My son. Alright, KK's having a show. This is KK Lament. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with a bowl of rice. Some sick keyboard going on. Butch! Oh, I had him in New Leaf. Oh, I love his room too. He wanted a room where he could run around. Oh my god, 2022! Oh. Pudge. Watch. You somehow look way more naked than everybody else, despite the fact that you're wearing the same clothing as Patty back there. God, it's because the orange part blends in with his fur. Boy, put some underpants on. Oh, there's the bottle. Alright, let's see. What is this? What you got for us, Twiggy? The same shit that I got ages ago. Cool. What they got at formerly Chuck's. I swapped some people around. I forget if I showed this last time. Stitches! I kept Flo? Is that your name? Frigga, that's right. I don't know how to tell you this, but... yeah, that's rough, buddy. Working instead of going to a festival will probably build character. There's Tabby! I love her. She's so hideous. The branch press came and then it never left. I'm so exhausted. There's a music festival today. She literally looks like the gritted teeth emoji. She's beautiful. She's so fucking gross. She's my favorite. I had her in City Folk. I also had Kat in New Leaf. I miss her so much. Yep, I already got it. I wish they gave the option of telling them no in this stinking update. There's no way they don't know that doesn't bother the shit out of everybody. Yeah, some more stuff to clog up my inventory. Yep. Hold on. Oh my gosh. It's fine all day, and then you put me in front of a microphone, and then everything goes tits up. Like, even more so than usual. Can't go one doggone stream without some kind of disaster. Is that an EKG machine? Nurse Jackie's coming to me today, I guess. Dumbass. Let's do some work. It's been a while. And let me check something right now. Does this require... Okay. Does mutagenics require a controller, or is it purely keyboard and mouse? Well, it has controller support. Okay, it says controller support. Alright. Just checking something. Look, am I gonna have to put the batteries back in that controller? Alright. Kickstart my music career. Rolling a giant ball around! Greenery. Boutique to show off luxury brands. Want to establish my own kingdom. Strength training whenever. I like yours the most. Are you Amelia? Yes! How do I know that? I've got ideas. There we are. 'Cause... Oh, I definitely have an inability to contain my impulses. Alright. Stick you there. We'll do one level for now. Less to clean that way. Oh my goodness, please. I was fine all day. This is ridiculous. Alright, bushes. Put that up there. Wish I could do something with the ones on the upper cliff, but there's nothing you can do. Sadly. Alright, I forget. Can I alter this? Yes! Bye. Stone. There we go. Let's alter the house. Um... Now, let's try that. No, let's try that. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright, I've noticed that if I speak clearer and don't mumble like I normally do, I talk a little better. My throat lasts a little longer. Who would have thought that all my teachers were correct? Alright. Not stucco, we're right next to water. Stucco does not play nicely with moisture, from what I've heard. And it does match. There we go. Blue roses, why not? What's this? Oh, okay. That's right, that's paths. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's right, it's this button. Click. Where are... There they are. I don't like those, actually. Tomate. And here... I'm okay, I swear. Alright. Got that damn throat tickle back. It took a couple hours, but it's back. was about to send a message to the fiance to bring in summer colors. It's like, oh, there was a package over here. Barely opened me though. Okay, I got some water. Everything is fine. Or at least everything should be fine. Good grief. Tree. Uh, let's throw down another rock. Actually, that looks good there. Alright, there we go. Slowly but surely getting there. There, we're gonna move that. Oh, that's right. Where's the, like, I'm gonna put that there. I need a bench, and I need those, what was it? It was like, it looked like, it's like, can you articulate? It is like a bunch of sacks. It is a bunch of sacks. It's not like that. Oh, is it like that? Wouldn't it be great if like words were used in their proper like way? Every time I think of that whole segment in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, I just think to myself, Harlan Ellison wasn't acting here, was he? Speaking of questionably ethical, that's an itty-bitty hamster cage. My mom taught us to make fun of like talk. We have since grown up. It's weird. I trained myself to not speak with like so much, and then I started doing it again. And now I have to train myself to not do it. Because I know what I'm trying to say, but for some reason I just keep defaulting to, it's like, well, you see, it's like, sorry. And it just kind of makes you feel like a dum-dum, you know? A little bit. We call people who talk like that likes. Where do they put... Where'd they put the bags? They're somewhere in here. I mean, obviously, but... That item that exists in the game somewhere. Yeah, the trash bags clash too much, I think. Do like that the white ones are semi-transparent. I got some beef with the game, but honestly, the graphical design is not part of it. Yeah, that's pretty good for out here. Yeah, probably well used, that works. I'm okay. Oh, the pergola. That's nice. A lot of the furniture they have, I want to add it to The Sims. I don't know enough about 3D rendering, though. There are tutorials for stuff like that, but I got too much on my plate as it is. Yeah, just a plain one. Oh, that's right. I gotta move that. There, thank you. I gotta move the clothesline now. Actually, no bench. Where's the wash basin? Is it actually already up here? Nah. Watering can is good, though. I keep recovering and then not recovering. Whatever's got a hold on me, it's not letting go. Where's the wash basin? No, F it. Alphabetical. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Doggone it. I want to say it was literally called a wash tub. Is it actually in miscellaneous and I'm stupid? There it is. I had no idea I could get this kind of angle. That's pretty cool. I'm just hitting buttons over here. Yeah, that's not so bad, I guess. There we go. Now we gotta do the inside. It's a bit crowded over here, but not too bad. Maybe I should change that to a fruit tree. I don't even know. I can always come back out and do it. Is that a fishy? Alright. Let's make the room nice and big. Oh, that's right, there's that weird low rumble. This game is just inadvertently giving me the tools needed to make the Rainbow Palace. I could just make it like this. Yeah, fun fact, cheating, or rather using Game Shark, gotta issue a trigger warning before building that. If I could quite remember. I remember the outside of it. We never made it to the inside ourselves. I mean, I've seen gameplay of the later parts, but back in the day, neither one of us made it past the first stage just because the bomb jumping needed to get to the exit was so complicated that we just said screw it. Because even if you use Game Shark codes to give yourself all the gold cards, you still gotta play the damn game. There's only so much Game Shark codes can do for you. It's like, yeah, congratulations, you have infinite lives now. Now play the game. Shit. No codes for walking without falling or something. Not as far as I know. What the hell was that? Oy vey. Are we done? Are we all done down there now? Look, I know the dogs get excited when their owner comes home, but for heaven's sake, it's 11:30. Why are they still just so noisy no matter what they do? Ugh, whatever. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. I want lighter than that, but I don't want as narrow as this. But yeah, as far as I know, there's no... Well, maybe there are codes to just completely cheat the game in Bahrain 64, but... Arguably, even stuff like infinite lives is useless because it's not like continues are limited. You just have to start the stage over again. Which is annoying, but doable. Hold on. Really, the only thing that intimidates me about playing Bahrain 64 is just having to do the gold cards because I'll have to do it legitimately. I'd have to not only make a note of which ones I gotta do, but then also potentially do every level twice. Because there's no way I'm getting all the gold cards for all the minutia in the level and getting through it in under the time limit. Even in the task, that was impossible. I put a Misty Garden wall there. Game's got a really good soundtrack though, so I'm tempted to play it, but I don't make any guarantees. Like, Bomberman Hero would be significantly easier to get through. Second ball band fight be damned. It's Hard Coaster, that's just simply long and annoying. That's what she said? I don't know. I'd have to probably get through it all in one night, though, because I don't want my health to be reset. Thank you, US regional differences. That I was only made aware of approximately 3 years ago. Level is long and hard, huh? Yes, yes, I already said it. What was I looking for? I was looking for something like tiles. Not like that. Not like that either. That's too fancy. I wish I could find a use for these. They're very nice floors, but I never have a use for them. I get that what they probably did that for was because the video game rental markets were still big back then, so they probably made the game harder in the US version just for the sake of you not beating it in a weekend. And though if you know what you're doing, it is still very much possible. I want to say the 100%. I want to say the 100% task of that game still beats it in under 2 hours. It's not. Barman Hero is very much not complicated. Yeah, it's a little too grimy in the center. That's too bright. Oh, thank you for the flashbang. What they did in Barman Hero's difficulty is nowhere near what they did with Bayou Billy, though. They got ridiculous with that one. I think they. Well, I know that they reduced the amount of ammunition you could pick up. And I think decreased. No, no, what was it? I think they made it so that in the vehicle sections you run out of fuel faster. I think there was a fuel system. That sounds like some nonsense they pull. I think they also increased the amount of damage that enemies could do to you. Decreased health pickups, like I think they went the whole 9 yards with that. Artificial fuel shortage, yep. Welcome back to 1970. Yeah, why not? As far as I can tell, unless I'm just not looking hard enough, there doesn't seem to be a task of Bomberman 64 2 either. There's one for the multiplayer modes. Hold on. Yeah, there's one for the multiplayer modes which does every single. My bottle is cracking. Sorry about that. Where they do every single. It's not only unlocking every mode, but they do all 5 stages. Which means that everything goes by really fast except for the Battle Royale in Score Attack ones because those are timer based, and for some reason the timer in that game is really slow. Even as a kid, I took notice of that. I used to stay up late and stare at the clock, so I was actually really good at keeping track of how long a minute is. I still am, honestly. But even back then, I was like, wait, every second in this game is actually 3 seconds. What's going on? Do it like that. And now put that down. Guess I will put those down. Why do these come in almost no good colors? If only Nintendo wasn't so anti-modding, I'd just be like, modders, can you do like you do in Sims 2 and make some more color variants? If nothing else, hold on. If nothing else, EA has a lot of problems, but at least they won't get bitchy about modding. In fact, they encourage it. I think they've encouraged it ever since The Sims 1, honestly. Although at this point in time, that could be because they know that they'll receive nothing but grief should they decide to be a bunch of shitlords. That and the modders figured out the problems with the Sims 2 Legacy Collection. Who said that? No. Put that back. What do? Yeah. I like that. Wish I could just kind of stick it in the center. And I don't really go. I don't really go with anything. Like, to an extent, I can understand Nintendo not wanting you to mod in the event of, like... Because back when Animal Crossing Wild World was still out, it was hell on earth, apparently. I didn't have Wild World, but I heard the stories afterwards. And basically, there was just... I don't know how to describe it. Essentially, people would just drop items in your game that would make your file crash or something. I have to look it up. I'll look it up during the ad break, which is starting right now. Just give me a second. Okay, so I'm finding out that at least part of the reason why, let me say this. Apparently in New Horizons, part of the reason why they started stepping in with hacking is because apparently, I'm on TV Tropes, I was trying to find a thing. Griefers soon began giving certain hacked items wrapped, where from there they cannot remove the item when they unwrap the gift, which led to many losing inventory slots to these hacked items. This led to many individuals blaming hackers trying to sabotage their game. The 1.5 1.5.0 update ended up deleting all hacked items to fix this issue, except camo items and Luna's gyroid item, leaving those same people who had obtained those hacked items outraged their hacked items were gone for good. So, pranksters. Cool. I'm trying to read about the specific thing that happened with Wild World, but I can't remember where I read it. Also, Firefox did some sort of update and completely altered their UI, and I hate it. Apparently there's items that visiting them via online could end up destroying the cartridge or even your system. Yeah, it was some kind of nasty stuff people were doing with the, what's it called? Was that involving Action Replay? I can't remember right now. All I know is that back then, Nintendo was a lot looser about their online guidelines. And I think Wild World's online scene is precisely why they're so strict now. Yeah, a lot of people mainly use Action Replay in order to obtain these hacked items. It's playing all Bomberman music now. It's not... I'm not complaining. That's true. It's weird that it always... I know that's in the playlist, but it always seems to default to Bomberman. I don't like how this looks. Put down the heart. Bomberman soundtracks do not get nearly the amount of love that they should. Oh, it's Kirby time. I should play Kirby 64 once I get the N64 working. What was I looking for? I don't remember anymore. Now that I've decided to just let it play. You know what? We've only had the rain noises. Why not? Not that there's not a place for rain noises, but... fine. info. I'm still trying, but I can't. This looks almost like the... What's it called? The flower case from Sims 2. You've probably seen it. It was only in, I think the only one I had actively making flowers on stream was Florence Della Rosa, but there was a flower crafting bench. And it looks really similar to that. Because there was a thing attached to it. Where you could store the flowers, I think. It was something like that. Can't remember right now. I always only half remember things. I'm gonna put that over here. I'm gonna put you over here. Thing is, a lot of these hacked items are just buildings, and they always put a lot of buildings to the point people joining from the client will lag so much. To the point that not only will the game break, but it could also break your console. Yeah, didn't they also block entry, like the entrance to people's houses and stuff? It was something like that. Huh? Oh. It wasn't lined up. Not bad. Return to Vishtar soundtrack would be a little better if it wasn't quite so... Hold on. Good grief. Twangy, I guess I could say. I mean, there's... For the most part, the twanginess isn't a huge problem, but... Well, you know what? I guess it's just the sound leveling can sometimes get a little out of control in Return to Vishtar. This one is, I want to say it's called Lopper? Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the main theme, or rather what the main level music is when you first start up the game. Thought I had already set one down. Some of my red potted charter plants. No. Would you like to see my succulents? No, thank you. I'm straight. That's like the one joke I remember from Mike Tyson Mysteries. I never watched it. I've only seen the commercials for it. Yeah, if you listen to the main theme, it just suddenly gets really loud out of nowhere. Katie's Cuddly Cat Corner. This track wouldn't sound super out of place in Super Bomberman 5, I'm not going to lie. And speaking of Bomberman, straight into Atomic Bomberman music. Pussy music. Gah. Yeah, just basic. It's ready. I have to stop the music though. You did it! Oh, that's the button. F it. Song reference time. Why? There we go. Can I fit it? Yes! Haha. I didn't want... Fuck. I already took a good picture. I thought that said skip for some reason. I should get going. Still trying to figure out what the heck happened. Yeah. Okay. Restaurant. Do we get to be in the VIP room? I guess not. That's a big deal. Salud. I love that I'm hidden behind the cash register. I don't believe it. I'm in the company photo. I mean, it's not like you guys do anything. I mean, who said that? Oh no. Don't do anything, hmm? I'm not trying to do it. Oh, he pulled out a popsicle. Looks like a nice dinner. It does. Half these things I can't eat, but I want them. Now I could have the fries at least. Sit down. There we go. Eating all that alone? I wish. What is that one in the corner? Is that... I know that's a pizza, but the one next to it. Okay, that one's a breakfast plate. It looks like... eggs, some ham slices, some orange slices. Is that broccoli? What am I looking at? I'm gonna have to get the camera out. That's an omelet. We know that much. Looks a very bad texture up close. They clearly didn't make the game with this in mind. They added it later. There's some fries. That's soup. God. Yep, I was right. Croissant. 2 slices of ham or something. Eggs. Tomatoes. Oranges. And I think that's broccoli. Ah! Hi. That didn't even go in your mouth. That's closer, at least. I think that's a poke bowl. That's a sandwich. I don't know what that is. I forget what that is. Looks good, though. Not to be confused with a poke ball. Hey, Wardell. You're the only one who gets me. What do you used to play? Oh, he's just gossiping about everyone while they're here in the room. Hard not to feel emotional. You're damn right I did. You already said that. Wardell? Yeah. He's got a melon soda now. Melon. I wanna go in the kitchen. Why are we not in the VIP room? This game is silly. Whatever. Yes. Is that cream corn and ham? I think it was supposed to be scrambled eggs. Why did my bottle just do that? Oh, hello, Stinky. How's it going? Take me back home. Good evening. Action replay devices used to manipulate game memory. The seeding plague allowed hackers to permanently destroy or alter other players' talents, sometimes rendering the game cartridge unplayable. Game represents trees, rocks, and buildings as invisible seeds on a map. Hacker used cheats to place these invalid seed items in their inventory, which could then be dropped in a visited town. Hackers were planting trees or rocks directly in front of doors, player houses, town hall, gate, or on paths, trapping players or preventing them from entering buildings. While trees could be chopped, some hacked rocks or items could not be removed, creating permanent obstacles. Dropping too many illegal items could cause intense lag, game crashes, or corrupt the save data upon loading, effectively bricking the cartridge. Planting buildings on top of existing ones, like a new Nook's Cranny on top of an old one, could cause the game to enter an endless loop of loading or make the town completely inaccessible. Mole crickets around. That's right, I gotta water my plants. The red tulip problem? I never heard of that one. Early copies of the game notable issue, initially mistaken for hacking, occurred where a special letter contained a red tulip item that when planted inside a home could not be removed, sold, or picked up. Oh, so that was just an oversight. Just reading about what a nightmare it was back when Animal Crossing Wild World was the game to play. That's certainly English. Creamed ham? No, no, it's steamed. Oh, right, my rocks. My rocks! Like the one where he ends up in an 18+ video. Lord almighty. I don't know what you're doing here, Iggly, but get out of my sight. I don't know what it is, but Iggly just bothers me. He's got a particularly doofy expression that I just don't care for. Really is funny that as much as... It's funny because so many people complained about, oh, you could just do whatever you want in this game, whatever, and then the second they add a random element, like tourists to the game, those same people were like, oh my god, these people are uglying up my island. It's like, you people can't handle anything. Oh no, my old dear ethno-state is ruined. For the record, that's a reference to a post where somebody said that they got an island. They finally made it so that their island was all deers, and somebody on Reddit, of all places, said, congrats on the ethno-state. It made me laugh way harder than it should have. Great, this is completely independent of that, but given that there seems to be overlap between Animal Crossing players and Sims players, I'm now remembering the post where somebody was just like, I've seen the kind of things that you get up to in The Sims. You people will pretend to be nice, and then you'll be doing the most twisted shit imaginable. And then right underneath that was a screen cap, also from Reddit, that said... it had a picture attached of the thing it was talking about in question, and it said, here's the fake neighborhood that I used to torment kidnapped Sims with. Dear fascism? I guess so. I would like to make an island with all cats, but it would take too much time. That and, like, I like my island as it is. I don't think I want to kick anybody out just yet. Anybody who wants to move out, I'm probably going to hold on to. Oh, hello. I wanted an all-octopus island. I think there's only 5 of them. There's not a lot of them. There's a Zucker, Marina, Cephalobot, What's the Octavian? Is there even 5? I do have Zucker on the island. Are you awake? Son of a bitch. Well, he's here. I share a birthday with him. It's just 4. Inkwell isn't in this game. You would think that the Splatoon-themed ones they made would be octopi, but instead they're squirrels? Which reminds me, if they wanted ones based on Fry and whoever hell the other one is, I forget the name of the other one. I just remember Fry because of her big ass forehead. But they should not have redesigned Shiver, thank you. They should not have redesigned Cece and Vishay to look like Fry and Shiver. They should have just kept Cece and Vishay looking the same as they always did, and then just made 2 new villagers based on Fry and Shiver. I don't know, it feels, at the risk of sounding theatrical, Orwellian. Exactly. Alright, so at least I'm not the only one. Eye mask. Perfect. Let's go. Why are you just walking around looking like this? A short, simple panel. Le moment. Well, I suppose there's only one thing to do. Kind of disappointing we didn't get other amiibo villagers. What do you mean? I usually walk around in the outdoors with a wife beater. Granted, you accidentally spelled it as white beater, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to take you out back. You all know what time it is. Where is it? Where's Pool's clothes? There it is! Pick it up, thank you. Oh, can't do it that way. And no, nothing but seem to be easily amused every time you see it. Look up, Habbo Hotel. There we go. Actually, let's do this. No, that doesn't quite block it. Hold it. I have an idea. No, that won't do anything either. I mean, it's not like you can get into the thing, but still. Oh well. Push it that way. Yeah, I'll keep it this way. Did you just completely skip over a pushing sound? This probably doesn't bode well. Yeah. Spin. Someone died on the beach. God, I forgot I had that out there. The only thing I know about Hava Hotel is apparently controversies involving item ownership, and that's about it. So there were a lot of hackers stealing other people's furniture items, and the response from the dev, you clearly don't have ownership of these items. I don't remember why exactly it happened, but I know that a bunch of 4chan users back in the day just decided to just cause mayhem. And by mayhem, I mean that because you can't walk through characters in Habba Hotel, apparently, they would just do things like intentionally stand in front of the pool so that you couldn't... If you were in the pool, you couldn't get out, and if you were outside of the pool, you couldn't get in there, and they just kept saying pool's closed. Like, they were just generally being nuisances, and the reason why it's a dude with an afro is because they decided to just make the characters black with afros and suits. To the extent that I think for a little while after this happened, because it was just so prevalent that they, if you created your character to have an afro in a suit, they'd ban you. And it's like, well, we've accidentally created a new problem now. Again, I don't remember why they did it. I think they did it just to do it. This would be like, how many people can we piss off? It's probably the most mild form of annoyance you can do, just simply standing in place so people can't get past you. There's way worse things they could have done. Yeah, my children. God. I have to go to the bathroom. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh man, that's better. Other than that, nowadays, especially from Redline, the game is pretty much dead. Jesus loves you. Hello! Jesus loves you too. A man with no name. Oh, I can favorite this? Yeah, okay, that's cool. I had no idea I could favorite emotes. Well, what you know. I'm tempted to do a quick jaunt into the dream world, but I've totally forgotten what I was going to put in that corner. I have to take this off. And F it, I'll take that off too. Overtime done. Yay! Best I got. Shimmy. Freak it sensitive style. Oh, quiet down, quiet down. Alright, what was I just thinking? Let's see. Hit it! Huh? Ambulance coming through, apparently. There we go. I did not put the right batteries in here. Oh my god. What the heck, dog? Why do I have like 12 pairs of batteries here and none of them work? Ooh. Oh my gosh. March 20th. We only have, let's see, 31 days. We have 11, and then I have 16 more days, plus or minus, until Easter. Did I count right? Alright, so what, you're clearly playing this with a Nintendo Switch controller. I'm trying to put them in my Xbox controller. Okay, cool, that works. Because I can't remember if Mugenics requires a controller or if I can do that with keyboard. Let me see what it does. It has controller support, that's what it says on the page. I need another Ricola. Do I water all the plants? Right, I gotta water some more later. Alright. Alright. That's done.